Hello, my name is Annette Schroeder. I would like to introduce the strategy dashboard for the Queens Museum. The dashboard begins with the mission of the Queens Museum. The Queens Museum is dedicated to presenting the highest quality visual arts and educational programming for people in the New York metropolitan area, and particularly for the residents of Queens, a uniquely diverse ethnic, cultural, and international community. This is a photo of an exhibit at the Queens Museum, the 1964 panorama of the city of New York. The Queens Museum presents artistic and educational programs and exhibitions that directly relate to the contemporary urban life of its constituents while maintaining the highest standards of professional, intellectual, and ethical responsibility. The Queens Museum serves a diverse ethnic population in Queens, New York. There are more than 3 million people residing in Queens, with over 167 languages spoken. 46% of the Queens population are foreign-born. The museum's customers come from across the borough, across the city, and beyond. Corona is a low-income immigrant community famous for its international character. The neighborhood is expanding rapidly. The locally owned small businesses are growing faster than the city's overall economy. The Queens Museum has close links to its community. Surveys have demonstrated that customers value steady employment and educational opportunities. They also require knowledge of what art is and how art adds value to their lives. This is the strategy dashboard for the Queens Museum. The needs assessment was conducted using program records, student focus groups, staff interviews, participant evaluations, and surveys. The results indicate that there needs to be an increase in knowledge of what art is, an increase in art programs for immigrant populations, and an increase in art accessibility. Goals were created, implementation costs were assessed, and finally success indicators were determined. Success indicators include additional programs, additional staff, staff development, and additional space due to museum expansion. The Queens Museum is in the final phases of completing a renovation that will add additional space to the museum. In October 2013, the Queens Museum will be transformed. Building on 35 years of success, it will grow into one of the most interesting and enjoyable cultural institutions of the greater New York area. The key to this transformation is the museum's expansion, a doubling of the size to 100,000 square feet, which will create one of the most refined museum spaces in the country. Thank you.